In today's video, we're going to be learning 30 British idioms. An idiom is a common phrase which is used colloquially, but the meaning is not immediately obvious. We use so many idioms in our day-to-day life, and many of them are animal related. So we're going to focus on idioms which are animal-based today. The first idiom is fly on the wall. To be a fly on the wall means to be unnoticed while watching or listening to something. Oh, they're discussing the argument now. I'd love to be a fly on the wall so I could hear what they're saying. The second idiom is bee's knees. If something is the bee's knees, that means it is excellent and of the highest quality. You could also say someone is the bee's knees. This chocolate cake is the bee's knees. You have to try it. The third idiom is to make a beeline for something. To make a beeline for something means to move towards it quickly and with purpose. I've wanted to meet Harry for ages, so as soon as I saw him, I made a beeline for him. The fourth idiom is to kill two birds with one stone. To kill two birds with one stone means to accomplish two tasks or objectives at once. I wanted to try out the new restaurant and I haven't seen Justine in ages, so I've booked a table for us both and it'll kill two birds with one stone. The fifth idiom is sitting duck. A sitting duck is an easy target, something or someone which is vulnerable to attack. If we leave the shop doors unlocked, it'll be a sitting duck. The sixth idiom is to chicken out. To chicken out of something means to back out of it because you're feeling scared or worried about it. James was going to go on the roller coaster, but he chickened out at the last minute because he was just so scared. Number 7 on our list is a wild goose chase. A wild goose chase is a pointless task, particularly one that involves travel. She sent me to the supermarket to buy socks, but they don't even sell socks, so it was simply a wild goose chase. The 8th idiom is to take a bull by its horns. This means to face a problem directly. You take the bull by the horns. Sometimes you might hear someone say to grab a bull by its horns, which means the same thing. I hate confrontation, but I'm so angry that I'm going to have to take the bull by its horns and tell her. The 9th idiom is to horse around. To horse around means to act in a way that is silly and playful and sometimes noisy. Will you please stop horsing around? I'm trying to concentrate. The 10th idiom is until the cows come home. Until the cows come home means for a long, possibly even never-ending length of time. It's usually used when talking about something that you could do for a long time because you enjoy it. I could sit here and read until the cows come home, but unfortunately, I've got work to do. Boo. The 11th idiom is a dark horse. A dark horse is somebody who is surprisingly good at something that you might not expect them to be. This could be used to describe someone in a competition who places much higher than expected, or someone who surprises you with their skill that you didn't know they had. Wow, Beth, you're a dark horse. I didn't know you could bake so well. The 12th idiom is hold your horses. To hold your horses means wait. Hello. Brilliant, you're home. I've been wanting to talk to you about... Hold your horses. I've only been here for 2 seconds. The 13th idiom is straight from the horse's mouth. If you hear something straight from the horse's mouth, that means you're hearing it from the source, from somebody who has direct or personal experience. I don't usually pay attention to gossip, but I heard it straight from the horse's mouth. The 14th idiom is in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I love this one. In 2 shakes of a lamb's tail means in a very short amount of time. I'll be back with a cup of tea in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. The 15th idiom is to go the whole hog. To go the whole hog means to really commit to something and to take it as far as possible. I mean, most people in the office don't celebrate Halloween, but Anna goes the whole hog every year. The 16th idiom is the cat's pajamas. Similar to the bee's knees, if something or someone is the cat's pajamas, that means they're the best. My last teacher wasn't very good, but my new one is great. She's the cat's pajamas. The 17th idiom, to let the cat out of the bag. To let the cat out of the bag means to reveal a secret. This could be accidentally or it could be on purpose. Right, I think it's time to let the cat out of the bag. I'm pregnant. The 18th idiom is cat's got your tongue. This is a question, normally, that you might ask someone who is unusually quiet. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? The 19th idiom is raining cats and dogs. I think most people know this one. If someone says it's raining cats and dogs, that means it's raining very heavily outside. I wanted to go for a run this afternoon, but it's raining cats and dogs outside. I think I'll have to go tomorrow instead. The 20th idiom is to let sleeping dogs lie. To let sleeping dogs lie means to leave a situation alone, to not interfere, so that you don't cause any unnecessary trouble. I am so angry. I'm going to just call her right now and argue with her. Wait a minute, don't you think it might be better just to let sleeping dogs lie? Number 21 is in the doghouse. To be in the doghouse means to be in trouble or disgraced. Usually because you've upset or angered somebody with something you've done or not done. He forgot his girlfriend's birthday, so he's in the doghouse. Number 22 is dog eat dog. Dog eat dog is a phrase that we use to describe an environment which is very competitive to an extent where people are prepared to harm one another, not physically, but metaphorically, maybe in a business sense. They're willing to harm one another to win. Yeah, I hate working in that office because it's dog eat dog in there. Everybody tries to make each other look bad, to make themselves look better. Number 23 is ants in your pants. If you have ants in your pants, that means you are restless and moving around a lot. Usually because you're nervous or excited, or you just can't sit still because you're bored and you want to get doing things. As a child, I was often told I had ants in my pants because I couldn't sit still. Wow, you've got ants in your pants today. Yeah, I'm just so nervous about this job interview. I just can't sit still. Number 24, to smell a rat. Ooh. To smell a rat means to be suspicious of a lie or something underhanded going on. She said she couldn't come to my birthday party because she had other plans, but I smell a rat. Number 25 is simply fishy. Or you could say something fishy is going on. If something is fishy, then that means it's suspicious. Then There's something fishy going on in that office. Something's not quite right with their numbers. The 26th idiom is to have bigger fish to fry. If you have bigger fish to fry, then that means you have more important or better things to do. Don't worry about the invitations. You have bigger fish to fry. You need to find a venue. The 27th idiom is another kettle of fish. If something is another kettle of fish or a whole other kettle of fish, then that means it is something entirely different to what's being discussed. Look, I'm just so stressed because we're moving house and it's all changing so quickly. And how's your mum? Oh, that's a whole other kettle of fish. The 28th idiom is crocodile tears. Crocodile tears are fake tears. For example, if someone is pretending to cry or has forced themselves to cry to gain something like sympathy. I know they're just crocodile tears. He doesn't actually care about me. The 29th idiom is elephant in the room. An elephant in the room is something obvious and uncomfortable which has not been discussed. It's like everyone's ignoring this huge problem. The elephant in the room. Obviously, I know that he said horrible things about me, but I didn't mention it, so there's this elephant in the room. And finally, the 30th idiom is to have the lion's share. To have or to get the lion's share of something means to have the largest amount of something. As the main character in Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe definitely gets the lion's share of praise, but I think all the other actors are just as good. So there you have 30 British animal idioms. How many of them did you know already? And can you think of any more which are not on this list? If you can, please leave them in the comments below and you get bonus points if you can explain what they mean too.
It's been so long, so why aren't you with me? It's been so long, why aren't you with me?
Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram page where I regularly post idioms pretty much every other day. So if you enjoy learning them, then that's the place to be. Otherwise, I will see you in the next lesson.